Good afternoon. Welcome to Get Real with Rick Dancer. Okay, you guys are always asking for good news stories. This is like a super good news story. So we're at BMW of Eugene. We've got a story of a local woman who gets carjacked with a knife by some guy. She's going to tell us that story. And then we got two local businessmen who kind of put their heads together, come up with an idea, and we'll show you what that idea is in just a second. So first of all, you have to meet the main player in the story. I love days like this. You know what I mean? It's a Friday, and tell them who you are.
I'm Diane McKelvey.
So what day was it, and tell them what happened.
It was Friday the 9th, I believe. I was shopping at Gateway, and I moved my car, put it into park. As soon as the lock popped, guy opened the door, shoved a knife through, told me to move over. He was taking my car. I begged him. He just kept telling me move over. He was taking my car. At the same time, his girlfriend, I guess, jumped in the passenger seat. And they kept saying they were going to take my car and to move over. And finally, I realized he was going to take me with him. So I started freaking out and screaming and honking my horn. And finally he said, fine, get out, and let me out. And as he was driving away, I happened to have my phone in my hand because I had been texting my daughter. So I took pictures. I don't know. I have mixed feelings.
When he gets in your car, you're remembering everything you've heard is don't go with them.
Yeah. That's all I've ever heard is don't go with them. That your chances are nothing if you go with them. And when I realized that he wasn't going to let me go, I had to scoot over. He was going to take me. I decided I'd rather get stabbed than go with him. So I just started freaking out. Luckily, he didn't stab me. But I was ready. I'd rather be stabbed than go. I mean, I could have been in that car wreck. Who knows what they were going to do with me. I'm just glad I got out.
So then you find out what something happens, and what do you find out? This guy, this Chad guy and this Matt guy somehow get involved in this whole process.
Well, I posted, right after it happened, I posted it on Plain County Mugshots, because my car was missing, and that's a good place to post it. And later that day or the next day, Chad had posted, hey, someone should do a GoFundMe, and I don't know who he is. And then the next morning I wake up and there's a GoFundMe with money in it. And, at first I was like, who's this guy? But everybody was telling me he was legit. And he started sending me money. And then he contacted me and told me that BMW was going to do this and to meet everybody down here and that I was going to get a car. I'm just amazed, like strangers. They're great things.
What does that tell you about the world and where we live and all that?
Not everybody sucks.
I like you. The comment of the day, not everybody sucks.
There's been some really neat people on there where I posted. I've had a lot of support. I mean, it's always the naysayers, but for the most part, I mean, Chad has really stuck up for me. There's been some really sweet comments on there. People have been really supportive. It's amazing.
So where'd this happen? So some of you didn't hear at the beginning, and I don't know if it's me or you, but so really quickly, she was at the Gateway Mall.
The Gateway Mall, parked right in front of the shoe store, the very first parking spot in front of the shoe store. And
started to unlocked her car, and instantly somebody comes in, starts trying to force her out. Girlfriend gets in, she gets the hell out, and they go off to Cottage Grove area, get in a wreck, and he's in sounds like serious condition, but she got out safe. And then Matt and Chad, who you're going to meet in just a second, start a GoFundMe and end up getting this for her. Watch. Look at this. A Kia. That is such a nice car.
It's so pretty. I'm so excited.
Okay, come this way. Come here. People are saying they're sorry this happened. Look at so. What did you drive? What were you driving?
It was a Subaru Forester.
How old was it?
This is 2001, I think.
So this isn't.
This is newer, yes.
You've upgraded.
I've upgraded.
You got yourself a really nice...
I've upgraded. I don't have a car payment. I have a beautiful little car. I mean...
Did you have a car payment before?
I did.
Oh my God. So how much does that save you a month?
About $200. But, I mean, awesome.
$200.
Right? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys. So now let's go talk to the culprits here. So this is Matt.
Hey, what's
so
going on?
I know Chad came up with it. We'll end
Yeah.
with Chad. So
Yeah.
tell me, Matt, how did you get involved in this?
Chad, I've known Chad for about 10 years now, and I get a phone call. Chad's actually working on my building across the street. We just leased the new building across the street. His cleaning crew is actually over there doing that. So we're going to do business this week. Get a phone call, said, hey, this is something unrelated. Okay, what's up, buddy? He goes, hey, did you hear about the story about this lady got robbed at knife point? And I actually hadn't, but he sent me some links, and I go, oh my God. He goes, I actually kind of, because I do crazy things sometimes on a whim. I started a GoFundMe. It has like $600 in it. But I was thinking, since you're a manager here, if you had a car that can we help her out with? And I said, you know what? I think I actually had something. So I don't know, within an hour or so, I kind of had this vehicle right in mind, and we started talking, and by the end of the night, I think we kind of had a game plan that I had a car for that we can just, do something for her. So that's kind of how it started. And now it's Friday. Diane's here, and she doesn't have to have a car payment anymore. She gets a car, and it's Christmas time, and, everybody's all happy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I live here too, and
Forever. I'm from here, so. And this dealership here, we like to give charity and stuff. We work with Women's Space, and we work with Green Hill Humane Society, Bags of Love for kids and stuff. So this is just one extra thing, but hey, it's a little above and beyond that.
Thanks, Matt. Okay, so this is the culprit behind this. Oh, and by the way, guys, somebody was saying it was the Oakway. It was not. It was Gateway Mall. So somebody had a comment on that. It was Gateway Mall where this happened. So Chad Anderson Janitorial, tell what the hell's wrong with you?
I mean, there's a list. So, but I was just kind of paying attention to people online and just kind of acted impulsively to help. It was kind of like a first sort of impulse, and then I kind of get myself involved, and I just keep going, and we're restoring this building over here for them, my businesses, and they wanted some extra stuff done, and so we worked out a deal where my guys could get some more work because we're in slow season anyway, and they can get a car for her and help people out, and in the end, it's a win for everybody.
Ashley Robertson says hi.
Hi. Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. I'm turning this around. I'm not. You don't get away with this. I'm sorry. You're not going to get away with this. So,
Right.
okay. You say, oh yeah, just decide to do something good.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. That's awesome.
Yeah. Just kinda,
Is that really what being a community is all about?
Yeah, man. Just help out.
Well, hey, and you're in the business since Anderson Janitorial. You're in the business of cleaning up other people's messes
All the time.
So you just help these guys with a mess that somebody else created for them, and you help clean it up.
Right, absolutely.
This is natural for you.
Yeah, it's just second nature.
Janitorial's everywhere.
Everywhere.
So
Gotta clean it,
I'm going to give
people
you a
die,
little
right?
plug here, like that. So do you guys do like houses too? You do.
Yeah,
What do you do?
Like windows and gutters and
They
power
do
washes.
windows!
Yeah. Power washing, restore old buildings, some painting, stuff like that.
Well, thank you for doing this.
Yeah.
And thanks for calling me, because I hang out online, but I guess I haven't been on the WTF site for a while.
Yeah,
We have to say it that way when we're live like
Yeah,
this. It's
that's
probably
right.
safer that way.
Yeah, exactly.
But see, guys, so
Absolutely.
this is the power of social media, really, and of people. So on social media, you're seeing this happen. Chad sees it. He goes to Matt, a local business people. I mean, there's so many stories here. This is, I have a show called The Buck Stops Here, and this really is the buck stops right here.
Right.
You take care. Instead of waiting for somebody should help her. That's what we all say, and instead, you did.
Yep.
I don't know what to say. I'm shocked and amazed and grateful, and no words. I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Was that the most traumatic thing that ever happened to you?
Yes, it was definitely the most traumatic thing.
Does this help in some way? Not take away that, but does it help kind of?
It does.
Because you could lose, when somebody does that to you, you could really lose your sense of safety and humanity. And this doesn't restore your safety, but boy, it says something about human beings, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. My thought for humans lately has not been great, and to have these strangers step up and do this for me, speechless. I
Have a nice holiday.
You too.
Here's your keys.
Oh my goodness.
Those are yours.
Thank you.
Oh, we thank you.
Thank
And that's
you.
all yours.
Wow.
Yeah.